Okay. Cool. I wonder if you can hear my voice. I assume you can. Uh, it's a little bit low. It's a little bit low. Let's see if I can actually get it a little bit higher. Why is it minus 95? But this is the audio of the desktop. Let's get it to like 10. Okay, it's gonna be higher, so. Yeah. Okay. So let's do this. Okay. I mean, the quality of my sim is not incredible, but it's good enough, I think. So this is my first time using OBS, so like not using it, but like actually streaming on it. So let's try and see if there's anything we can talk about today. Let me move my chat on here. It's more comfortable. Let me move this here. Let's do this. Let's open Reddit, and let's see what we can talk about. And maybe then we're gonna work on the video and see if we can actually get like anything going, at least when it comes to the video for like the best and the best songs. I kind of have a clear idea, honestly, for the most part. When it comes to like the not as much, because I feel like specifically from the first 3 months there was nothing I really enjoyed as much from like compared to the previous year. But let's do this. Let's do Reddit. Let's see what Reddit has to say. Maybe there's some stuff done already that could be fun. So then I'm gonna open OBS. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. Yeah, let me close this one so it doesn't. Good. So I'm gonna move it here. I'm gonna wait. Actually, no. I'm gonna move it here, and I'm gonna take my camera and do this. Which technically you can do another scene for this, so you don't have to actually do it every single time. But since I'm like still trying to learn this shit, I made a mistake. I'm gonna try to learn how to do it the correct way. So let's see if there's anything interesting. Let's see. Yes, they released the trainee video from New Jeans. I mean, this situation, I'm surprised it's still going. I didn't really follow it last month and a half, honestly. But like, I thought we would kind of moved on from it. Of course, Hype is not gonna move on from it. Of course, Mini June is not gonna move on from it. I think Hype can hope for two things: they either settle, or they wait for BTS to come back, and once they come back, they can leverage their popularity to kind of like, push more of a positive image of themselves, which has been in the trash for the most part. So, yeah. I've seen Yona getting shit on because she's getting married with Jonghyun. Famously, I think it's interesting, right? Like, she said to Dawn for so long, I have no intention of getting married. I'm never gonna get married, right? And then as soon as she leaves him, like a year later, not even a year later, like 6 months later, she announces she's marrying another guy. Like, it's kind of crazy, but it is what it is. You know? This about SM manipulating this against Hype to me is ridiculous. Again, it's one of these baseless things that they use by, but some guy works for Astraf and they were tasked with marketing on this, viral marketing of SM against Hype. For what reason? I mean, there's no reason to do so, as some artists are not really coming back as of now. We can check when it comes to the schedule, but I'm pretty sure there was no real comeback this month that would anyway warrant the type of like behavior. They didn't do that in the past. This is the fun one, really, which is that the idea that Source was supposed to debut New Jeans, and so she stole them from them. Now, there's a problem with that discourse, right? Discourse number one: everybody knows that Source was gonna debut Le Seraphim. Everybody knows that. Like, that was their goal. That's one of the reasons why they actually went for Sakura and all these girls, because they wanted them to be in the group. These girls from Mini Jin that she ended up choosing, even if they were with Source, it's clear that they didn't care about him enough, because they weren't trying necessarily to like getting any sort of like pushing them in terms of image. Like, if you think about the Seraphim, who they were pushing: Sakura, Yeonjin, the ex-IZON members, and then every other girl ended up following up. For example, they end up picking, I always forget her name, the girl that ended up getting kicked. They picked her knowing her history of bullying in the past, which again, I still think is ridiculous to punish people for what they did when they were like 12. I still think it's crazy, but it's a different culture and it is what it is. I still think it's fucking stupid in many ways. But if you look at this, you're like, okay, so they released, so apparently they get all these groups, they leave the company, and now they're claiming they're getting poached. No, they probably had a deal where the Minijin liked these idols, she ended up taking them in her own company and then getting famous. You cannot prove that these girls were supposed to debut as New Jeans. It's impossible, in my opinion. So, for example, it says Source managed training and ideological aspect. Well, that's obvious. I mean, what's the point of that, right? So this is the video of them when they were trainees working out, and in terms of playing, Bang Seok expressed a lack of confidence in girl groups. Kabur Minijin initially hesitated due to limited control over the project. When Team N committee was formed, the CEO Song Soon-jin retained final decision-making power. Minijin, known for her need to execute projects her own way, faced challenges in asserting her vision. Despite multiple adjustments to her own responsibilities, conflicts obviously persisted, which, by the way, we knew nothing of. By the way, good kept secret by Hybe. You have to give them credit. The fact that this could have easily blown out, and it didn't. It was great. I think this one actually, BTS was still trying to chase their possible Grammy, obviously failing. Everybody knew they were never gonna make it. But this is what it is. So according to this page, Minijin deliberately delayed Team N's debut due to dissatisfaction with their lack of control over the project. Well, guys, it's what happens at a creative level everywhere. I believe in something. I'm supposed to do it. The CEO, who has the executive power, has a different vision. We clash. In fact, I think it's the best thing that can happen to New Jeans, because it delayed it enough where they were doing something completely different. Eventually, she took the trainees who would become New Jeans to form her own group under Adore. Which, let's even say that that's the case. What's the problem? She didn't believe in their vision, and she ended up doing her thing. Now, obviously, she denies the allegations that Adore would be taking from legal actions. The problem is this, right? let's even say that she poached them, which again I don't know how that we're under the same company. Like we're not poaching anybody. I'm taking certain idols that I like, which obviously you don't like because we were having a different opinion in terms of concepts and ideas and aesthetics and whatnot. So we had a very different idea of what we wanted to do, and so I take certain idols, take them to their company, and now you're mad that my group got successful. Like you're starting from the concept that for whatever reason, by the way, that if you had these groups and you song whatever the fuck this guy's name is, Sosung Jin would have taken control of the group, that he would have made New Jeans as popular as it is. No. Also, what about Le Seraphim? They ended up debuting not much later, I think even earlier. So what the fuck are we talking about? Are we trying to Source barely could manage G-Friend, and they barely can manage Le Seraphim now. Are we believing that we're gonna support the supposedly managed two groups? It's impossible to believe so, in my opinion. So so again, I agree with the Anonymous. She literally created songs and designed the group. The trainees went from Source and agreed to move them. Hardy wanted to be the group and sent out LSF instead, and then immediately with New Jeans. Now, they debuted Seraphim because it was the safe choice. You get Sakura, you get Yunjin, you get the names, and by the way, they got the pop, they got the music as well. But New Jeans got much more popular. So, I'm confused. I'm surprised this dispatch uh, uh, is surprisingly very much in the pockets of hype. People say, well, but they revealed the shaman thing. And I'm like, first of all, we don't know if that's true. We don't know if that the shaman told her something and she believed on it or not. Second of all, it doesn't seem like it affected the rest of the decision making because the group ended up getting really popular. Again, it's not illegal to do so. If I want to debut a girl group and I want to take a coin and flip it 5 times to decide who, like 10 times out who debuts or not, I can do that. Like it's not illegal to do so. It can be wrong, but it's not illegal to do so. And so I've seen a lot of people doing this. And again, shamanism is very deep in Korean culture. It exists. A lot of people want to act like they don't use it. I'm pretty sure a lot of these super rich motherfuckers use it as well. But regardless, we don't know if that's actually what she ended up doing. Also, we've never seen an actual screenshot outside of people rewriting the text. Like Dispatch has screenshots of everything. They don't have screenshots of that. It's kind of a weird situation, but I think this situation kind of showcases the problem. I think, in general, with a lot of these companies, you have to somehow believe that everything is gonna go the right way, and I just think it's like these companies do everything in their power to fuck it up. I think as much as they can. But more positive news, I would say. New 21 being back is great. Again, they're doing a tour, which cool. I'm really happy. I don't know if they announced where they're going. This is the video about YG's plan. Whatever. Yeah, why can't I press anything in the video? Cool. Whatever. Okay, so I can just read it instead. Okay, 21 brand series of concerts. There are no songs. Osaka and Tokyo. Okay, so it's gonna be 4 dates pretty much. Cool. Blackpink will have a comeback and their no world tour is set to launch next year. Baby Monster and Treasure will have world tours. Winner, fans, Song and Kangson will be discharged from military next year. Cool, so they're probably gonna come back and making music. Akma will keep doing their things. And apparently there's gonna be another group. I assume it's gonna be a boy group because I think Treasure debuted last time. Was it 3 years ago? So it's been some time. Baby Monster is fresh. There is not gonna debut another girl group. And that's it really. I don't really know what to think. Cool, they're getting world tours. But we'll see how it goes. Honestly, I'm happy for them. At least they're making music still, and they're not just like disappearing into nothingness. Which is the most important thing. What else do you have to talk about? Oh, B2B. They're doing their subunit called the 910. curious to see how they're gonna work together because I think Juan and Mino could be a really fun duo, in my opinion. So I think it could be some really interesting music. Uh, Musical legend Lea Salonga praises BTSV as her favorite member. Whatever. From MBTI to now Conde, Korea's latest obsession. What the fuck is a Conde? What is this new weird thing? I'll only believes they're always right. Often say when a nigga goes, okay, so I get it. So, by the way, I'm seeing him already. I don't know what that means. Brian, I can see that. Jay Park? Not really. Oh, because he's kind of as an older man. I mean, I think it's just, he plays that a lot. I don't believe that honestly, but cool. Suho, yeah, everybody knows that. Tiffany, I think it's kind of known. Seunggi, yeah, of course. Soyeon, I don't buy this. Like, oh, because she said these things about the trainees and the way they are, so she's old school. She isn't. And Sungwan obviously makes complete sense, Uh, uh, I don't think there's much really to talk about, right? Let me see. Yorin does as a summer queen. I mean, Yorin, I don't, but she doesn't really make much music anymore. But I really like Yorin. Like, yeah, okay. NMIX is gonna have a comeback this next month, which extensive promotional plans. Fine. I think could be interesting to see where they're going with that. I'm not the biggest fan of MX, but I'm definitely want to check out and see where they're going with it. Uh, okay, so 8 is gonna have a fall comeback. I don't know why they're announcing that now, but cool. Taeyang is gonna have a first solo concert in 7 years. Mm. Yeah, there isn't much things about music. Okay, so Hive is rumored to be doing two new boy groups next year. Wait, wait. Okay, let me check one thing. Okay. We believe in music, okay. Oh my god, why it's always about the fucking music? Why can't I just see the groups? Hype Corporation, let me show the artists for 1 second. Let's see if I can find them. So, TXT, whatever, 2019. So, TWS debuted this year. That's one. I mean, that's 7 years ago. Yeah, Elite. I mean, Boys Next Door, it's May, it's already been a year, so you can't really have them there, obviously. Is Entim under Adora? I didn't know that. Cat's Eye debuted this year. So they had 3 debuts this year. 3. I mean, do they intend of debuting other 2 groups so there'll be 5 in not even a year? I think that's crazy. Like, it's bound that people are just gonna get shit on for no reason. In terms of like actual being able to have a career. Plus, you're gonna debut in the year the BTS comes out. Again, I think it's a risk of actually just doing bad for no reason. We'll see. This is because there will be alarm such as BTS and new debuts by Hype Japan and Big Hit Music. Okay. No, but I think this is counterproductive to say that like you say, well, we're gonna have BTS, so that's an advantage. I think that's a huge disadvantage, in my opinion, because like you can't even really argue as far as I'm concerned that is gonna help any of these groups succeed. Historically, in K-pop specifically, like we say them. What if EXO has again a great year? 17, 80. It's like it gets harder and harder. And for example, even a group like Boys Next Door, which I like they're popular, but it'd be very hard for them to get really really popular after a point. I think that you're destined to like stay at a certain level, and like you're gonna debut another super groups again. The response is less than positive from netizens. We're seeing Hype label becoming another good factory, and too many debuting at the same time. I like criticizing the musical performer problem managing the current groups and artists. That's good. Yeah, but this is what I like to call paraculata in Italian. We say, right? The last Big Hit Music was 65 years ago. Yeah, but okay, whatever. But that's not only what they have, Especially armies who supported Bangtan unconditionally. Cool. Yeah, I agree. I agree with that. But I think cable companies, as I've said, they don't care about individuals anymore. They care so much more about the brand. I mean, like the last cable group to really be huge on an individual level, all the members was Blackpink. It's like almost 10 years ago, guys. It's been a long time. TXT would be the number one band under any other label. That's not true. They wouldn't be the number one label under Joey P. They wouldn't be under SM. They are huge, but they look small next to their label mate. No, they don't. They're just not big in terms of individual numbers. Not every group will get as big as BTS. That's not what he's saying. Whatever, man. I mean, this guy's like, I don't agree. Stop debuting so many groups that are original and copy others. TWS just got plagiarizing GT and Top Knockout. Oh, that's true. I forgot about this actually. Yeah, I even saw that recently. Yeah, that's true. If BTS even goes on world tour, there's as soon as they're gonna get out of the, they're gonna go on a world tour. No, probably not. They'll probably have a comeback, do promotional, even a little bit. They will do that. So yeah, there is a room for a new group to debut music and promote in Japan. They're not the only company that exists. What if next year YG debuts a boy group and they become bigger than anybody else, which is always a possibility in the music industry. What are you gonna do then? Plus, this old YG style of thinking just harms the group and business. YG historically they made people debut whenever you wanted, but whatever. They're making plenty of money, and the groups get to be active and busy no matter what the star group is doing. I think about this specific client, we'll see a lot of things coming in the next 5 years. A lot of people are gonna find out that we're making as much money as we're thinking. High Bones K-pop, YG's licking Fat Man Bang Arse, YG doing for my label, whatever that means. I thought it was gonna be much more interesting. Yeah, two is too much. I think maybe one I would have been fine, but two is a huge risk. I think because they're a young group. Yeah, Urban Zaukawa, they're still active. I haven't listened to their music recently. Therapy says Vicha because they have no plan content. Probably the credit cards. Feel bad for the girls, but yeah, I mean, whatever. Don't. Is there anything else interesting, or we can just move on? I think. Ryan's playing it. Mamma mia, Ryan Reynolds. I hate this dude. I really do, but whatever. Doctor. What the fuck is Doctor? I like how they're using an oldest video to get mad at this shit, but it's kind of funny. Uh, you guys to listen to new Jamie still. I swear people love this concept so much. But just because you apply a filter doesn't mean it's a classic Hong Kong movie. And the sad part is that probably the guy that did this or the girl that did this, like they might have a general idea of what Hong Kong movies were, but they have no idea what they're talking about. First of all, where is Hong Kong, guys? I don't know if you ever watched a Hong Kong movie, but Hong Kong is actually a huge part of these movies. They probably didn't even shoot this shit in China, bro, or in Hong Kong. They probably shot it in fucking Korea, but whatever. Looks like he's gonna have a comeback, cool. But I think he's always getting shit on for the live performance, which I don't really good. Yorin is back for a summer track. I mean, at this point, Yorin is just making summer tracks, really, you know. Cool. Let's see. Let's see what she's gonna do. Let's see. Tampax, okay. Whatever. I mean, I probably should just do this. It's much easier for me tomorrow. What do you mean, Tampax? Can I just see the fucking video? My fuck. I hate this play. How can you have such a bad play? You can't hear the thing, no? Whatever. I mean, it's kind of funny. Nah, I mean, it's fine. I thought it was gonna be much worse with these. Time flies, ready contract rule, yeah. Early contract rule, they've been out for some time. Better late than never, I would say. Good for Don to delete all the traces of Hyuna from social media. I think he should have done that earlier. Stray Kids renews their contract with JYP, so I mean, cool. Yeah, there isn't much here to talk about. I think we're done, right? So they renewed. Cool. It's not surprising, really. So that was it, really. There wasn't much. Trying to see if there's anything interesting. Oh, right, the teaser about the new 50/50 members. Oh, yeah, yeah. I'm not really interested. I'll check it out when I see the music. I don't care about the members. Ketsai, second single. We'll see when it comes out. Supersonic. Facial photos, whatever. Get Mark Twain with Mark is working on this. Damn, they copied strip so much KDA, really? I don't get that, but whatever. Ah, PLI. This is just a bunch of photos of the chicks. Yes. Cara. Yeah, I'm about to turn off. I'm tired. It's 30 minutes and I want to go to sleep. Uh, it's too calm playing an ECDC song. Put some effort into that shit. Yeah, there isn't really. Oh, a new song by XG. Definitely would have to check it out. I haven't checked it out when it came out. Like, no, apparently I didn't really check it out. So, yeah, this is it. Thank you guys for watching. Whoever watched, and see you next time. I'm really tired. We talked a little bit about what is going on. I'm gonna probably work on the video tomorrow after I finished editing. So tune probably late afternoon, which will be like probably like early. When I don't know if it will be the morning. It will be like probably like 3 p.m. in America or something like that. So thank you guys for watching. See you next time.